For 2023, Genesis revamps the G90 flagship from the ground up. The Korean brand is now on sure footing as it expands independent dealer networks throughout the United States and continues to diversify its lineup. The G90 arrives with imposing styling and outstanding build quality, with warranties almost twice the length of its German competitors. Genesis is pulling out all the stops to steal consumers from European manufacturers. The G90 even features designs by former BMW stylists and engineers, with incredible technology, foreboding style, and all the features one can find on a Mercedes-Benz at a much lower price. The 2023 Genesis G90 creates stiff competition. Key features: standard AWD, mild hybrid system on LWB, fragrance system. Specifications: model G90. Engine 3.5-liter twin-turbo V6. Horsepower 385 to 420. Torque 391 pounds-ft. Drivetrain RWD/AWD. Transmission 8-speed automatic. Pros: 23-speaker Bang & Olufsen sound system. Fingerprint scanner. Massaging seats. The 2023 Genesis G90 offers two variants of the same 3.5-liter V6. The base engine for the short wheelbase utilizes dual turbochargers to send 385 horsepower and 391 pounds-foot of torque to the rear wheels. The long wheelbase version adds an electric supercharger and a 48-volt mild hybrid system to send 420 horsepower to all four wheels. Both units utilize the same 8-speed automatic consumers can find in other Genesis products. The base G90 will return 18 miles per gallon in the city and 26 miles per gallon on the highway, while the long wheelbase variant will return 17 miles per gallon in the city and 24 miles per gallon on the highway. Decent figures when you consider the Genesis G90 is now one of the largest and heaviest passenger cars on the market, stretching up to 18 feet in length and weighing in at up to 5,059 pounds. In an era with a focus on sportiness, the 2023 Genesis G90 focuses on comfort, which is probably why the brand is already stealing a vast number of consumers from Europeans. Everything about the G90 is effortless. While 60 miles per hour comes along in the mid-5 seconds range, this is the last concern for the average Genesis buyer. The 8-speed automatic is silky smooth, and shifts happen without a shudder into the cabin. Consumers can even control the braking intensity, ensuring a soft stop for both driver and passengers. The air suspension setup features 4 stages of adjustment and is smooth in even the sportiest model, despite standard 20 inches wheels. In intelligent mode, the suspension recognizes the roughness of the road and calibrates itself accordingly. Rear steering allows the wheels in the back to turn up to 4 degrees to aid in parallel parking the massive ship that is the G90. The interior of the 2023 Genesis G90 is just as stunning as the exterior. From the moment the driver opens the door from the self-presenting handles, they will notice the exquisite quality of the G90. There is a certain heaviness to everything in the cabin, from tactile aluminum switches to just the way the door sounds when it closes. The front seats feature heating, ventilation, and massage functions as standard equipment, and the diamond stitching classes up the cabin even further. A thoroughly modern 2-spoke steering wheel features heating and tactile controls for cruise and infotainment. Aluminum paddle shifters are also present. 2 wings with controls for instrument brightness and the trip computer flank the fully digital gauge cluster sides. The cluster is decently configurable with clear numerical readouts for the car's functions. The cascading center infotainment screen runs the brand's latest tile format software and features wireless smartphone integration. Tactile controls flank a smaller touchscreen for the climate controls. This is the same unit consumers find in the GV60. The car will also let you input your mood and base your drive's ambience around it. The functions control not just suspension and driving characteristics, but also ambient lighting as well as dispensing one of several aromas. The center console features a rotary shifter and controls the air suspension and drive modes. While the rear in the short wheelbase G90 is not very notable, the long wheelbase adds next-level flair. Those lucky enough to be in the rear of LWB G90 will find 3 entertainment screens as well as dual reclining seats that feature massaging, ventilating, and heating. These cars also receive controls in the rear for the front navigation and climate control. At the rear, a power trunk lid is standard, and inside, buyers will find a typical cargo space, though long wheelbase variants lose the ability to fold down rear seats. The 2023 Genesis G90 will enter production at the Ulsan, South Korea plant sometime in the fall, but the consumer can begin pre-ordering the car sometime this summer. Given production constraints, it would be wise for potential buyers to pre-order their car as soon as possible. Pricing for the 2023 Genesis G90 will start at just over $80,000. While expensive for most, it does come in below both the Mercedes-Benz S-Class and BMW 7 Series and offers standard options that are extra cost in the German brands. Genesis clients also benefit from the comprehensive 5-year 60,000-mile bumper-to-bumper and 10-year 100,000-mile powertrain warranties, both of which are the best in class. Overall, the 2023 Genesis G90 is a true competitor and will undoubtedly continue to steal loyal customers away from German brands thanks to its styling, quality, and technology.